It's just days before Halloween for Indianapolis roommates Mona Jackson and Angie Barlow.
Like from high school till now, we always lived together, so.
And after 11 years of friendship, 24-year-old Mona and 23-year-old Angie are more like sisters than friends.
I was adopted into the family. Not necessarily paperwork, but yeah. And she's also adopted in my family as well.
Making Angie the sometimes willful little sister she never had.
I mean, Angie was just her own person. She was independent. Nobody could tell her what to do.
And what she wanted to do was become a dancer, which for the small-town girl from Muncie, Indiana, meant extra money to live large in the big city.
Once we moved to the city, things opened up for us, so we start going on vacations and spending money like we're not supposed to, and we just really like salt and pepper. That's what we are.
Angie's mother, Christina Kramer, is supportive of her oldest daughter's independence and free spirit.
She was full of life, full of love. She loved her family. She loved her friends. She loved her sisters. And she loved her dog, Pablo. And she definitely lived every day like it was her last.
But Angie never could have known just how much time she had left when, out of the blue, she receives a mysterious text message.
She was like, "Sis, hey, read these messages." The first message started out, "Hi, do you do private parties?" That's how it started out.
Angie, who danced at local clubs in the area, would do private parties on occasion. And this text appears to be from a woman wanting to surprise her husband for their anniversary. But there's something odd about the exchange.
Never once said her name.
Yes, there's no name attached to the unknown phone number, but that doesn't deter Angie. And although Angie has done private dances before, her best friend Mona gets a gut feeling that this one is different.
It just wasn't adding up, and I told Angie, I said, please do not do this private party, because it just didn't seem right at all.
But there's no talking the headstrong Angie out of it. Then fast forward 2 weeks to the night of the private party when Angie gets a text from the client. As seen here, it states, "I want our panties and bra to match. Anything black and red?" Angie responds, "Yes, I have a couple black and red outfits." The text continues stating the party address and gate code needed to get into the apartment complex. Then Angie does something that she always does before dancing at a private party. She screenshots the party's location and sends it to her roommate, Mona.
This is where I'm going for this private party.
And along with the screenshot, Angie attaches this haunting message. "Doing a private party at this address, just in case I go missing, LOL." Then just a few hours later, another message from Angie. This time she appears to be inside the private party.
There was a Snapchat that she had, and it was about 11:45 on October 26th in the evening. And it said, "Doing this private party." And we do believe that that Snapchat was taken in the bathroom at the apartment.
Seen here from her Snapchat, there's a big smile on her face. Everything appears to be fine. But by the next day,
nothing. Nobody's heard from her. Nobody's seen her. I start calling Angie. I'm leaving her voicemails, text messages.
Frantic, Angie's mother races to her daughter's apartment. It's clear she hasn't been home.
She has a Yorkie, and she didn't go home and take care of her dog. You know, that's her baby. And he was without food and water, and she never left him unattended.
Then 17 hours after Angie sent that final post on her Snapchat, Mona remembers the screenshot that Angie sent her of the party's address.
I was 2 blocks away from the location, and I went over there as soon as possible.
But when she attempts to punch in the gate code,
nobody's answering, so I was just stuck from there on out.
But not for long. That's when Mona takes matters into her own hands.
So I actually climbed over the gate. I went over to the apartment, and it was cleaned out.
Immediately, Mona and Angie's mother head to the police station to file a missing persons report while still holding out hope she'll show up.
Maybe she's off somewhere.
And that's a very real possibility after cops get their hands on surveillance video from the apartment complex. When detectives hit play, they can't believe their eyes.
The surveillance video from the apartment complex shows Angie Barlow's vehicle, which is a blue Pontiac G6, leaving the complex at around 3:30 in the morning.
Detective Jose Torres is with the Indianapolis Metro PD. He dissects the video frame by frame, and what he sees next is nothing short of spine-chilling.
Directly behind Angela's car is another vehicle.
It appears Angie isn't alone. Coming up,
It was literally one right behind the other.
Because it's like, this isn't real.
Directly behind Angela's car is another vehicle.
the surveillance video is time-stamped 3:29 a.m.